demanding more.
I feel like they think that they're above the law, and they're the ones that are supposed to be protecting all of us.
After the violent arrest of a 73-year-old with dementia, 2 of the officers involved are now facing charges.
Austin Hopp used excessive force in the arrest of Miss Gardner.
Her family and attorney are pushing for more changes in the department.
It feels like they're hiding behind this department.
Plus, a new push from Governor Polis to get Coloradans back to work.
And lawmakers push to make sure third-party delivery services don't catch restaurants off guard as they continue to rebound.
They had hijacked all of my photos, my logo, my name, everything without any of my consent.
A family still upset and demanding more from Loveland police.
By now, you've likely seen this police body cam video of the rough arrest of a 73-year-old. Her name's Karen Gardner, who walked out of a Walmart without paying for $20 worth of items. Well, today, the district attorney announced that 2 of the officers involved are facing criminal charges.
But the family and their attorney, they're now questioning whether those charges are enough.
I feel like the lack of empathy in the action of the officers that were involved. This isn't just only affecting my mom and my family. It's also affecting this whole city of Loveland.
Denver7's Lance Hernandez is joining us live now from Loveland.
Lance, clearly there, the family's still dealing with the trauma of all this.
They're very distraught, and they say that Karen has not been the same since the day of her fateful interaction with Loveland police. Now, she was arrested in June of 2020 following an alleged shoplifting incident. Body cam video shows her being taken to the ground. She was handcuffed up against the car and suffered a separated shoulder, broken arm, sprained wrist in the process. And family members tearfully told Denver7 today the trauma she experienced on that day has speeded up her dementia.
Instead of embracing us, because we are her loved ones, she pushes us away instead of reaching over and just touching us to let us know she cares. She just pulls away.
She doesn't smile since then. She just is so overwhelmed. We've talked to her caretakers about her PTSD from all of this, and it has truly changed the progression of how her dementia was going.
Now, it's rare that police officers are charged with a crime for their actions during an arrest. The 8th Judicial District Attorney says officers can use reasonable force in effecting an arrest, but they say what Austin Hopp did on that day was excessive force, and that's not all.
The investigation in this case showed that Austin Hopp used excessive force in the arrest of Miss Gardner, and that resulted in serious bodily injury to Miss Gardner. Further, the investigation showed that Daria Jalali, having witnessed that excessive force, failed to live up to her duties under the law and as a sworn peace officer to either intervene or report in that conduct.
Not surprised by the charges. My reaction is we have 2 former employees that were charged with crimes. They do not work here. So our reaction is extreme disappointment, and as a community, as a police department, as human beings here, we're very upset by it.
That last gentleman, Robert Tyser, Loveland Police Chief. Now, Officer Hopp, the former officer, I should say, has been charged with second-degree assault, attempting to influence a public servant, and first-degree official misconduct. Daria Jalala has been charged with second-degree assault, attempting to influence a public servant, and also first-degree official misconduct. The family's attorney says both of those officers could have faced a myriad of other charges, including kidnapping. And she says that other officers who witnessed that video and said or did nothing should also be charged. In Loveland, Lance Hernandez, Denver7.
Thank you, Lance. Police are now looking for at least 2 men who tried helping someone escape from the Lookout Mountain Youth Services Center in Golden this morning. And their attempts to free 18-year-old Ernesto Ontiveros using rocks and a rope thrown over the fence were unsuccessful. The suspects did fire a gun at least twice before they drove away from officers. No one was injured. 3 Inglewood police officers have been released from the hospital and are now resting at home. All 3 were injured when they were hit by a 22-year-old man who was driving a stolen vehicle yesterday. Officers did shoot at that suspect, who then later died at the hospital. His name has not yet been released.
For 3.5 years, the family of Maggie Long has been hoping and searching for answers. And now they are learning the FBI is investigating the 17-year-old's murder as a hate crime. And today we sat down with her family. They tell us they only recently learned about these new developments and still have no idea why their daughter was a target.
And so, you have to wonder then, why was the crime so hateful? Why did she die in such a violent, brutal manner? This is not a death that was accidental. It was completely intentional.
And tonight you will hear more from Maggie Long's family, who now hope about getting more answers. And we'll have that story for you tonight on Denver7 News at 6.
The Colorado Healing Fund is asking for more support. It's been just over a week and a half since 6 people were killed at a birthday party in Colorado Springs. Well, just over $8,000 has been raised so far to help, but a spokesperson tells us the families need more help to get through this tragedy. So if you'd like to donate, you can still do so online right now on the Colorado Healing Fund's website.
Governor Jared Polis working on getting Coloradans back to work to rebound from the pandemic, and now he's giving workers a little bit of an extra push by offering money to those who get a full-time job. It's something called the Colorado Jumpstart Initiative program. So essentially, Coloradans who are currently on unemployment could get up to $1,600 for getting a full-time job. To be eligible, you must have received at least 1 week of unemployment benefits over the past 2 months. And those who return to work by May will be eligible for that $1,600 check. And those who return by June could get up to $1,200. Well, downtown Denver's rebound's been a little bumpy, but it is looking brighter.
Today, the Downtown Denver Partnership released its annual report outlining the past year and the economic growth moving forward. Well, despite the pandemic, close to 7,000 residential units were constructed in 2020. Also, downtown added 1,800 new hotel rooms and 2.8 million square feet of office space. Of course, like most major cities, 17% of downtown Denver offices are vacant right now. Also, downtown lost about 20,000 jobs, and retail sales tax collections were down 42% from the year before.
King Soopers will lift its mask mandate tomorrow for both fully vaccinated employees and fully vaccinated customers. Parent company Kroger still asks those not yet vaccinated to keep wearing the mask. So Trader Joe's, Walmart, and Target have now also dropped their mask requirements. The European Union finally opening its borders. EU leaders hope to allow fully vaccinated travelers back by June.
Remember, even if you've been vaccinated, you still have to wait 2 weeks after your final dose to be considered fully vaccinated. And keep in mind, COVID-19 variants, they're still on the rise here in Colorado. On the state's main coronavirus dashboard, they're now including this graph showing which specific variants are most prevalent here in Colorado. And from the most recent data, that is still B.1.1.7. That's the strain first discovered in the UK. It makes up more than 76% of all variant cases.
We know there are so many questions still about the COVID-19 vaccine, especially regarding children. So that's exactly why tomorrow night I'm going to be hosting a town hall with Governor Jared Polis and state health leaders. 6:30 right here, right after Denver7 News at 6. So please send in your questions if you have them. The email address is 360@thedenverchannel.com. Well, food delivery services like Grubhub and DoorDash really became a lifeline for restaurants during the pandemic.
But some businesses have been caught off guard after finding out they're being advertised without their permission. And now lawmakers are stepping in to stop that.
Here's Denver7 political reporter Megan Lopez.
Every single one of them is handmade.
If smell alone could build a business,
There's a lot of love and artistry that goes into what we do here.
Sugamy Sweet and Highlands Ranch would be the model.
We are strictly a dessert bakery, so cakes, cupcakes, cake pops, hand-decorated cookies, which is what they're working on now.
This basement business smells of graduation ceremonies, birthdays, and weddings. And boy, is it popular.
We're booking out 2 weeks.
But around December, it got even busier.
So I got 3 phone calls in one day from Grubhub people trying to order stuff for delivery same day.
Here's the thing, though. Owner Kristen Marin had no idea her business was on the website.
They had hijacked all of my photos, my logo, my name, everything without any of my consent.
But what Grubhub was doing isn't illegal.
So this is a problem that we've been hearing from restaurateurs for years.
The Colorado Restaurant Association says this can make businesses look bad.
If I have food that needs to be kept very, very hot or very, very cold, I may not want to offer that food for delivery.
And customers were complaining to restaurants that had no idea their food was being delivered.
They are trading on the good name of the business of the restaurants that they're delivering for.
So Colorado lawmakers have passed a bill to give restaurants more control, requiring an agreement between delivery services and those businesses.
I think businesses should have the ability to negotiate with other businesses that want to be distributors of their product.
It took Kristen nearly a month to have her bakery finally removed.
I had to go through their legal department with a cease and desist letter. I had to get an attorney involved.
She's hoping this bill will make the process a little less bitter for others. Megan Lopez, Denver7.
And the State House passed the bill today and now goes to the Senate. DoorDash sent us a statement saying it supports the bill, and then the company stopped that practice. Now, Grubhub did not respond to our request for comment.
Communities split in half.
The effective footprint of the highway through these neighborhoods is about triple.
Now neighbors are watching another major road project take place right in their backyards.
It cut Swansea in half and divided and separated this area of the city off from the rest of Denver.
We're taking a deep dive into the history of Interstate 70 and the communities that surround it. Plus the big payout coming for CU's president, leaving the job 2 years after his controversial hiring.
Temperatures bounce back today, even warmer tomorrow, but will it hold for the weekend?